All right. Well, we just picked up 4 more games on this journey to collect every NES game out there. So, as always, let's expose these games and chat it up. All right, let's get started. Yeah, it's been a little while since my last video. We'll just say I had some medical issues I had to deal with, and thankfully, we'll just say most of that is behind me now. But yeah, if you guys are just tuning in for the first time, I'm collecting all NES games other than stadium events. And yeah, other than that, that's pretty much straightforward. In alphabetical order, Astyanax picked up 4 games, picked up one on an eBay auction by itself, and then the other 3 on an eBay auction. But put this game in, played it, worked the first try, and I thought it was actually pretty good. The intro is like really kind of funny. It's almost super cheesy, super slow. There's like a young kid who kind of gets assigned a job to kind of basically, save the planet and all that stuff. And then once the game starts, the guy kind of looks like he's Arnold Schwarzenegger with a big sword and all that stuff. I thought it was kind of interesting. The movement's kind of slow, but it's kind of smooth in a way. I didn't mind it at all. I thought the challenge was really good. I thought it was very difficult, but it was actually kind of addicting good and made me want to come back and keep going. You kind of had to time your jumps and your punches and save your health a lot, which I appreciate in games like this. I don't like to kind of just run and gun and just bounce off enemies and go from A to B. You actually had to kind of pace yourself, and I do like that in a game. I thought it was a little bit too difficult, almost like maybe like arcadish style, to where if you really aren't good with it, your experience might be a little short. I got to, I think, the end of the second level, which was really not that far into the game, and the boss I thought was extremely difficult. I actually did get past the boss because I realized you could actually use your sword in a different way that helped. But if you did not know how to do that, or unless you were really a pro at the game, you were going to struggle a lot, which again, I don't think is a bad thing. But it's like one of those games, a lot of the NES games, kind of like, I guess, maybe like Battletoads, or that one haunted game, can't think of it, Ghosts and Goblins, where unfortunately you don't make it too far in the game if you're not very good at it. And this is kind of in the run with that, which is fine. But other than that, I thought it was a really good game. When I got past the second level, I thought it was actually pretty cool, and it felt mission accomplished in that regard, and I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. But Astyanax picked it up. This came in a lot of the 3 other games, and I paid $24 for those 3 games. That was with tax and shipping. But yeah, let's move on. Battle of Olympus. I picked this one up individually, paid $15 and something cents. And I actually never played this, and I just wanted to own this one because I heard it was a pretty decent game, and I never had a chance to play it when I was a kid. So I bought it. And I absolutely love this game. I love everything about this game. It was rated, I guess, fairly high. But in my opinion, I think it is an S tier game. It was just awesome every way. The music was awesome. The combat was good. I liked it because it was difficult. Some people complain that the hitting in the target marks were really difficult when you kind of swung at the little slime things that kind of bounced around. It was really tough because you'd swing over them and you have to wait till they kind of hop around and time your attacks and all that stuff. I enjoyed doing that. It was a challenge, but it was also good because you actually had to kill them to get your little items to collect to use them for the other things that you needed in the game. So it was actually rewarding in that sense because you actually had to kill them and kind of do a little farm system with that, which I thought was really cool for an old Nintendo game. The music was awesome. I love the fact that there's different worlds, but you kind of had to backtrack quite a bit from one world to the next. And yeah, like there was an area where you kind of go into the forest, and it was really confusing. You go in one little tree, and you come out in the other, and you have to kind of go in a certain little pattern to get your way to another part of the world. I thought this game was absolutely just awesome. Like top 10 Nintendo game for me, to be honest. Yeah, I loved everything about it. The bosses were really, really, really tough. Almost slightly too hard to the point to where like you weren't sure like if you were supposed to be fighting the bosses. Like there was one boss. It was like a woman on a horse, I believe. I can't remember. This was a little while ago, but I had to hit her several times without taking damage, and it was really hard to do. And I remember I finally did it, like on what felt like a perfect run, and I just barely did it. So I thought that was very unforgiving in a way. And then there was another boss that was like a little dragon in the water, and you had to hit him like right on the head. But if you just barely missed, you missed completely, and he would just take you out. And that was super hard. But in hindsight, I thought it was actually really cool. But the game was awesome. The worlds were awesome. They were completely different. The music was totally different one stage to the next. You had to do a lot of backtracking. You had to do farming. You had to upgrade your weapons. You had to upgrade your health. It was an awesome game. I haven't beaten it yet. I think I'm maybe halfway through, but I've just said I have played a lot of it. I am rambling on now, but this game was really awesome. I will just say that. And Battle of Olympus, I'm very happy to have it, and I might play it some more today. But yeah, we can cross it off the list and moving on. Captain Skyhawk. We doing this in order? Were they? Oh yeah, A and B and C. Yeah. Picked it up and played it, and I had to clean it quite a bit. Looks like it's got some I got some tanning on it, but yeah, I got it to work intermittently. But I played it, and I think I played it when I was a kid. I don't remember it too much, and I didn't think it was all that great. It almost had like a Marble Madness look to it, kind of like the 3D look, like the ball rolling down, and you know, kind of go through the slots and all that stuff. It was very geometrical in that sense, but you obviously had a plane and you're flying through and you're attacking and shooting and all that stuff, which was kind of fun in its own. But it kind of went on that 3D type scenario a little bit too much, and I thought that was kind of a turnoff for me. You had that area where you would kind of just fly over the little grid, and then you had the area where you'd actually, like Top Gun style, shoot in the sky, and I thought that was a little bit more fun. The planes and stuff was rewarding to shoot. It got a little redundant, and then you kind of go back to the grid style and all that. It was pretty... wasn't very deep in that regard. Those were kind of your two main setups there. Not much music, a little bit of music when you fought kind of a little mini boss, but mostly it was just kind of your old school Nintendo, almost like your Atari sound shooting. I assume this was probably an older game. Maybe it was like 86. I don't know. I did not do my research on that. But yeah, I thought the game was okay to not very good, but I don't think it was rated very high, and I know this game is pretty cheap. But Captain Skyhawk, okay game, not great, but we can cross it off the list because we got to get all the games. But moving on. And yeah, how many more games do we have? Like 600 and something? I don't know, a lot. Silent Service, picked it up, played it, worked beautifully, nice clean copy, nice clean logo. I always like that in my games. Played it. I played it when I was a kid, and I didn't really like it because I thought it was a little too complex. If you guys have played this game, you know what I'm talking about, but I played this as an adult. It's probably been a good 35 years since I've played it, and I did like it a lot. I don't know if that is common. I don't know if there's a lot of other Silent Service fans out there, and again, we've done videos to where if I don't like the game, I mention that I don't like it. So that's probably been a good half of them, but this is a game that I really enjoyed. It kind of had a cozy feel to it. I don't know if cozy is the right word, but like obviously the instruments take time to learn, the navigation, the speed, the turning, all that stuff, but like obviously you had to attack and sink other ships, you know, and depending on the size and all that stuff, but you also had to not get found and not get attacked. And you had to kind of save your resources in a sense, or you will get caught and you will get attacked and you will get destroyed. So there was a really cool kind of hide and seek aspect to it and attacking aspect. And then when you actually destroy a ship, it was actually extremely satisfying. And then you'd actually have like a little log in the game to where it would show you what you sunk and all that stuff. And that was actually really cool. I enjoyed this game a lot. I don't know if it's normal for other people, but this game feels like it's a lot more fun for adults than kids. But I can also see it being fun for kids. Obviously, kids like doing that little kind of hide and seek and attacking and all that stuff. I guess my only issue there is it might be a little bit too slow on the learning process. But once you get that down, I thought this was a really, really good game. It's not an obviously action-packed shooter game. It's more of like a simulation. And you're staring out in the sea, and you might see a little black dot getting bigger, and you don't know if you want to run away or follow it, or if you can't attack it, or if you're going to get destroyed. And that was actually really pretty exciting. More exciting than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was just going to be a really like bland, very simplistic submarine shooter, but it was very complex, and I think this game aged extremely well. I know this game is dirt cheap. I don't know if they made a lot of them. I don't remember how popular it was. I think it was pretty popular. I think a lot of kids had it back then. But yeah, I enjoyed this game a lot. Yeah, more so than the Captain Skyhawk. So yeah, 4 games we picked up. I really enjoyed, well, 2 of them, I know that. I really enjoyed Battle of Olympus, top 10 game. Astyanax, good, solid game, nothing great. I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. Battle of Olympus, I'm giving it a 9 out of 5. Captain Skyhawk, I'm giving it a 2.5 out of 10. It was not a total disaster, but it wasn't much more than that. And then a silent service, I might give it a 7 out of 10. I don't know. This is a new rating system. I just came out on the top of my head. But yeah, I don't know how many more games we are. Again, recapping, I'm picking up all NES video games that is not stadium events, and I am serious about that. But I crossed off stadium events because it was a little bit too similar to track and field, and it is a lot of money. And this is going to cost me a lot of money regardless. But if I can take that one off the list, since the track and field is pretty much the same thing. It is the same thing. I can make this a little bit more manageable. But it is going to be a long journey. It is a fun journey. I get to play a lot of cool games that I've never played. And yeah, chat it up. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I am just now searching on eBay, and I got 2 waiting lists. Not waiting lists. Watch lists or whatever on a few more games that I'm hoping to pick up. And hopefully put out another video as soon as I get the games. But we got a lot of content and we got a lot more games to go. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys later.